Hello everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we have the NECA Alien Queen Deluxe action figure, and as you can see, this one is a huge figure in a huge box. Now I wanted to get this one for a while and I've finally managed to get my hands on it. So we'll have a look at the box here. So you got a good look at the Queen here at the front. You got some alien eggs there at the bottom, as well as some Marines. Got a cool picture of the Queen there. And a big picture of the Queen here on the back of the box. There you can see the Queen. Alright, let's get this one opened up. Try and be as careful as we can with this one. Such a massive figure, I can barely fit it on my display table. Right. Okay, we'll move the box out the way for now. Wow, this is one huge alien Queen, as you'd expect. Is meant to be a massive creature anyway. Here you can have a look at what accessories, well, if you can say accessories, it comes with some mouth parts, an extended one, a closed one, display stand, one smaller, one longer one, and these are the spines that plug into the back of the figure. I will get this one completely out the box. Carefully as I can. No. Don't have anything to cut these off, so this might take a while. Okay, I've undone most of those little wires holding her in, so let's try and get her out. The display base fell off. Let's try and get her out. Okay, she is out. I'll put her to one side for now. We'll bring her in a bit later. So we've still got some of these parts to take out. I did manage to cut myself getting her out of the box, so do be careful. She is vicious. Let's get these little bits out. Okay, just to save a bit of time, I did remove everything from the packaging, so we'll have a look at what comes in the box apart from the Queen. So you have this display stand, which comes with these two display rods. One is taller, the other one's shorter. Gives you some options there. and you get a mouth part here, which is a retracted one, so that will sit in a mouth with a mouth closed. You got this extended one when the mouth's open. And these are the spines that you need to fit in to the back of the queen. I think they face inwards, so they needed to be fitted like this. We'll give it a go, and I'll bring in the queen and we'll try fit these on. Right, so here we have the queen. Just put her down for the second. We'll try and plug in these spines. I believe they go in this way. I would recommend using a hairdryer just to heat these up to make your life a little bit easier fitting these in. When I first looked at getting this figure, I did check out the Higher Toys version because I know it's a much smaller scale and space is quite a limiting factor for me. But in terms of having a complete collection, I don't collect any of Higher Toys figures. I only have one Predator from them, and I've got a bunch of NECA aliens, alien eggs, facehuggers, chestbursters, so it made more sense to go for this version, as I could create a full alien hive. But I do like the scale on the Higher Toys version, just in terms of saving space, because I do have limited space to display all these figures, and this Alien Queen being a large figure does take up a lot of space. But if space wasn't a concern for me, I would definitely pick this one. I've managed to get the spines in what I think is the correct position. Just got propped up here with the stand. Let's take a closer look. Oop. Let's put that over there. You can have a look at the queen here. Really big figure. It's in a nice sort of blue wash from what you'd see in the movie that she appears in, which is the second Alien film called Aliens. She doesn't appear till close to the end of the film. Such a cool figure. Let's have a look at some of the articulation. So the mouth can open and close as you'd expect. Doesn't close all the way to give you some room for the inner jaw to fit in. See a nice translucent plastic for the teeth. Looks really cool. And you got that amazing head crest. Which when you first see her in the film, she does have a crest somewhat down, or her face is receded into the crest. This is meant to move like that. It does slide down to give you that sort of appearance when we first see her with the crest down. Then you can slide that back up. She does have articulation in her arms. want to be a bit careful with this. Just taking out the box. So wrist can bend in, bend at the elbow. She's got her smaller arms here, which again have a bend at the wrist and at the elbow. You can move them out to the side. Of course, you've got those spines on the back. And her feet and legs do move back and forth as you'd expect. It's a bit tight, which is what you'd want anyway. Don't want loose joints. But her legs do bend. Don't want to be too rough with it. And the tail is bendy wire, so you can bend it into any position you want. Here I've managed to fit in the extended mouth, the second jaw. And there goes one of the spines. Quite tough to get in. I think it might need a bit of heat, then it should fit in nicely. I'll get her on a display stand. So again here I've got the Queen on her display stand so we can have a good look at the size of the figure overall. It is a massive figure, and you can see the colours here. You've got the nice blue wash over with the golden painted parts, which does look very cool to me. I don't think that's very accurate to the movie. I don't recall seeing any golden parts on the Queen, but she does have a good blue wash over. I think all the aliens looked a bit bluey in that film, but I don't think that's how the creatures look. It's more of a effect that they use for the film. But it does look good on this figure. You do have some blacks in there as well with the blues. So this was the Queen from Aliens, the second film. And we didn't really see her till the end of the movie. It was really cool to see. We got to see a bit more of the xenomorph life cycle. Essentially, the Queen is like what you'd see in like a beehive. She lays the eggs and usually doesn't do much else, and all her workers go out and get food and do all the other maintenance work in the hive. So we'll bring in some other aliens from NECA. Here we have the alien warrior, which is the class of xenomorph that you actually see in the film as well, and that's got a bit of a blue wash as well. You can have a look here, get a closer look. Not as much blue as you'd see on the Queen. But these two look very good together. Bring in some other alien pieces. If you want to build your hive, got some alien egg or ovomorph. So I believe this one came with the alien warrior. And inside you've got a chest burster and face hugger. And this one I think came with the big chap, which is the alien from the first movie, which I do have somewhere. With these eggs. Here we got the alien from the first film. So you can see slightly different in design, because this one had a dome with a clear skull inside that you can see there, whereas the aliens in the second film just had that skull with no dome over the top here. Some say this is because the aliens in the second film were more mature or further down their life cycle, so they lose the dome. You could also argue that this alien we saw in the first film was a drone, and this one here is a warrior. Two different classes of xenomorph. But yeah, there's a lot of debate on that, but I would say this was a drone alien, and this one here is a warrior. We'll bring in another figure as well. Bring in a predator. So here we have Ahab, how he scales with the queen. We put him right underneath the queen. See, it's quite a big size difference, as you'd expect. I'm not sure if it's exactly in scale, maybe the queen could be a bit bigger. Would love to see a AVP alien queen from NECA. I think they did the Resurrection alien queen, but not the AVP one, which was meant to be larger than the queen that we saw in Aliens, and had a whole different body shape. Well, similar body shape, but a lot more bulky. The crest was different on that version of the queen. But if you've got any other NECA figures, the queen would fit in nicely with them. Especially if you've got some other aliens, you can create a nice diorama. Let's take these guys away. So my thoughts on this piece, overall I think it's a great figure to have if you love aliens, love the Alien franchise. With the announcement of that new Alien, I believe it's a new Alien film, they released the teaser for it recently. It's got me quite hyped about aliens again, so seeing this one, I had to pick it up to complete my NECA alien collection. I would recommend it to anyone who's got any other NECA alien figures and wants to complete their collection or complete the alien life cycle. So I've got the Overmorphed, the Facehugger, Chestburster, Alien Warriors, and now the Queen to complete it all. Would be good to see a Praetorian Guard for to go along with the Alien Queen. Would be a good figure to have. I think previously it was only alien Praetorians that could molt into Queen aliens, but if anyone's played I think it's the most recent AVP game, you play as a warrior drone alien, which then molts into an alien queen. I believe it does turn into a Praetorian. I'll have to replay it. But on older games like AVP Extinction, you'd have a royal facehugger, which then impregnates whatever host and turns straight into a Praetorian, and then that molts into a queen. You didn't have other classes changing into Praetorians, but they've changed that in newer games. I would highly recommend this figure. It's really, really great piece. Great display piece to complete your alien collection. As always, I will put some pictures at the end. Thank you for watching.